Generation of a concept. Concepts studied: percept, imagination, phantasm, intellect, concept, abstract knowledge. Words are symbols of ideas about reality. How does one derive ideas from reality, and how does one classify them? Let's try to understand the process of generating a concept. First, the external senses operate on an object present before us and produce a percept. Then, the internal senses, mainly imagination, produce a phantasm or mental image of the individual object perceived, and this phantasm is retained and can be reproduced at will in the absence of the object. The intellect, through abstraction, produces the concept. The imagination is the meeting ground between the senses and the intellect. From the phantasms in the imagination, the intellect abstracts that which is common and necessary to all the phantasms of similar objects. This is the essence, or that which makes a thing what it is. The intellectual apprehension of this essence is the general or universal concept of the object. A general concept is a universal idea existing only in the mind, but having its foundation outside the mind, in the essence which exists in the individual and makes it the kind of thing it is. So, a concept is not arbitrary, although the word is. So, percept is the image created by the external senses upon encountering reality. Phantasm is the mental image created by the internal sense, primarily the imagination. Concept is the abstraction created by the intellect through recognition of the essence. A general concept is universal because it is the knowledge of the essence present equally in every member of the class, regardless of time, place, or individual differences. For example, the concept chair is the knowledge of the essence chair, which must be in every chair at all times and in all places, regardless of size, weight, color, material, and other individual differences. The real object and the corresponding percept and phantasm is individual, material, limited to a particular place and time. The concept is universal, immaterial, not limited to a particular place and time. Only human beings have the power of intellectual abstraction. So, only human beings can form a general or universal concept. There is nothing in the intellect that was not first in the senses, except the intellect itself. Abstract or intellectual knowledge is clearer, although less vivid than concrete or sense knowledge. For example, circles and squares of various sizes and colors can be perceived by the senses and can be perceived by a horse as well as by a man. But only a human being can derive from these various circles and squares the definition of a circle and of a square. Besides, only human beings can know by abstraction the properties of these figures, such as the relation of the circumferences of a circle to its radius, which they express in the abstract formula C equals 2πr.